Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at CCTV systems,
Okay.
but we're doing a deep dive specifically on a UK company
Right.
called Ai CCTV, and they have a really interesting approach to
Yeah.
CCTV.
They do.
So to start off,
Yep.
we've got their top 10 questions people ask about CCTV script, and
Okay.
that's where we're going to start from. And one of the things that's really interesting about them is that they seem to have this focus on making it affordable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think what's really fascinating about AI CCTV is their commitment to bringing cutting-edge technology to a wider audience.
Right.
You know, they
Yeah.
they want to make this tech accessible
Yeah.
to everyone, not just those who can afford, the super high-end systems.
Well, that's a good point because that's the first question everyone has, right?
Exactly.
How much is this going to cost me?
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to break the bank just to feel a little bit safer.
Right. And so many companies, I feel like they
Yeah.
prey on that fear
Absolutely, they do.
a little bit.
They really bank on people's anxieties about security
Right.
and try to, upsell them on all sorts of features and packages.
Yeah. Yeah. So what are they doing that's different?
Well, AI CCTV, they've got this really interesting pricing model. They offer installment plans, so you can actually start for as little as £19 a month,
Wow.
which is really quite affordable when you think about it.
That's like less than a streaming service.
It is, yeah. And here's the best part. There are no additional monitoring fees.
Oh, wow.
So you're not getting hit with all these extra charges every month.
So they're just saying, look, we're confident enough in our tech that we don't need to
Yeah,
kind of nickel and dime you.
exactly. They're not trying to lock you into a long-term contract or anything like that.
Right.
It's very upfront and transparent, which is refreshing.
So £19 a month. I'm getting like basic cameras though, right?
Oh, no, no, no. This is where it gets really exciting.
Okay.
They're not skimping on the tech at all.
Okay.
They've packed these systems with some really impressive AI-powered features.
Okay.
We're talking full-color night vision,
Oh, wow.
human detection. So it can tell the difference between a person and, say, a stray cat or a tree blowing in the wind.
So it's not just motion. It's
No. It's intelligent.
Oh, wow.
It's using AI to actually understand what it's seeing.
Okay.
And even active lighting. So if it detects something suspicious, it can actually shine a spotlight on it
Oh, wow.
to deter potential intruders.
So you're telling me for less than my Netflix subscription, I'm getting a system that can see in the dark.
You got it.
Tell if it's a human or my neighbor's cat.
That's right.
And it's going to shine a spotlight on someone trying to break in.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive, right?
That blows my mind.
That's a game changer.
It is a game changer.
It really is.
But where does all the footage go?
Ah, that's a good question.
Like, I don't want to have to buy a bunch of hard drives and
Yeah, no, you're not going to be drowning in hard drives, don't worry. They offer a few different storage options.
Okay.
You've got DVR, local storage, and even cloud storage.
Okay.
So you can choose what works best for you.
Okay.
And the best part is you can access all of it through their mobile app.
Oh, so I can be like on vacation
Exactly.
and just like check in.
Yep, you can keep an eye on things from anywhere in the world,
So it's like having a security guard in my pocket.
pretty much.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's peace of mind on the go.
Okay, before we get too carried away with all the cool features,
Sure.
we do have to address the elephant in the room,
Mm.
which is the legal side of things.
Of course.
Okay.
You can't just point cameras wherever you want.
Right, exactly.
There are rules and regulations, especially in the UK with GDPR and all that.
Yeah, you don't want to end up in legal trouble
Exactly.
for trying to be safe.
It's a good thing AI CCTV, they're very aware of this. They emphasize responsible installation, and they actually provide guidance
Oh,
on how to comply with all the relevant privacy laws.
okay, that's good. So you can be sure that you're not stepping on anyone's toes.
Right. So I'm protected legally, and I can feel good about it.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got affordability, we've got cutting edge tech,
Mm-hmm.
we've got the legal side covered.
Yep.
I love the fact that you can access it all remotely.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm all about the smart home. So tell me, can I connect this to my other devices?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
They've designed their system to integrate seamlessly with other smart devices,
Okay.
so you can connect it to your alarm system,
Okay.
even your smart doorbell.
Oh, wow.
Imagine this, right? Someone rings your doorbell. You get an alert on your phone.
Yeah.
You can see a live feed of your front door,
Yeah.
and you can even talk to the person through the doorbell, all from the same app.
So it's like mission control for my house.
It is. It's bringing everything together into one convenient place.
I love that.
Yeah, it's the future of home security.
Okay, but let's be realistic.
Sure.
Technology can be a bit finicky sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
So what happens if something goes wrong?
Right.
Am I going to be left to troubleshoot this on my own?
Well, that's a valid concern, and it's something that a lot of companies don't really address very well.
Right.
But AI CCTV, they've thought about this too.
Okay.
Their systems are designed to be hassle-free.
Okay.
And here's the really good part. Unlike a lot of other companies, they don't charge extra for updates or monitoring.
Oh, wow.
Everything is
Yeah.
included up front.
So no hidden fees,
No.
no subscription traps.
No, it's all very transparent.
Okay, so they're taking care of updates, monitoring,
Mm.
everything is running smoothly.
They want you to have a good experience.
It sounds almost too good to be true.
I know, right? It's a
Oh.
pretty compelling package.
But let's say I'm convinced I want to take the plunge.
Okay.
What about installation? Can I just DIY it, or
Good question.
do we need to call in the professionals?
So they do offer DIY options, but they strongly recommend professional installation.
You're right.
And I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
You know, getting those cameras positioned correctly,
Mm-hmm.
making sure the system's all set up right,
Right.
it can make a big difference.
Plus, not everyone's comfortable with all the techie stuff.
Exactly. Some people just want to leave it to the experts.
Right. It's like, I just want it to work.
Yeah, just plug and play.
Exactly. So they're taking care of installation. They're
Mhm.
taking care of updates. They're
Yeah.
taking care of monitoring.
That's right.
It sounds like they've really gone for that, like, all-inclusive approach.
They really have. Yeah. It's peace of mind, basically.
But peace of mind also comes from knowing that if something breaks,
Oh, yeah.
it's going to be taken care of.
Absolutely. That's where warranties come in.
Right.
And AI CCTV, they don't mess around with their warranties. They
Ah.
offer really solid warranties
Okay.
that cover both the equipment and the installation.
Oh, wow.
So you're fully protected.
Okay, so they're checking all the boxes.
Seems like it.
Affordability, cutting-edge tech,
Mm-hmm.
convenience, legality, even warranties.
Yeah, they've really thought of everything.
It's starting to sound like they have.
It does, doesn't it?
But here's the question I've been thinking.
Okay.
Is this just a glimpse of, like, what's to come?
Hmm.
You know, is AI going to totally revolutionize home security?
I think it already is.
Really?
Yeah, we're seeing some pretty incredible advancements.
Like what?
Well, right now we're using it for things like motion detection.
Right.
Recognizing humans.
Yeah.
But what if it could go even further?
Oh, wait.
What if it could analyze patterns and predict potential threats?
Oh, hold on. Slow down.
Yeah.
You're saying it could, like, tell me that someone's going to try to break in
Potentially,
before it even happens.
it's not that far-fetched.
That sounds like science fiction.
It does, but the technology is moving so fast.
Right.
AI is getting smarter all the time.
Okay.
It can already learn your habits,
Okay.
recognize your family members, even differentiate between like a delivery person
Yeah.
and someone who's, lurking around suspiciously.
Okay, so paint me a picture of that.
Okay, so imagine a system that can connect the dots, right? It notices an unfamiliar car circling your block.
Okay.
Then it sees someone approaching your door wearing a disguise,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately it alerts you and the authorities.
That's incredible.
It is pretty amazing.
But also kind of scary.
Well, yeah, there are definitely some privacy concerns that we need to address.
Right, because how much access should these systems have to our lives?
Exactly. That's a crucial question.
Yeah.
As AI becomes more integrated into our lives,
Right.
we need to be having these conversations about ethics,
Mm-hmm.
privacy control.
Yeah.
It's all about finding the right balance between security and freedom.
Right. We want to feel protected, but we don't want to live in, like, a surveillance state.
Exactly. It's a complex issue with no easy answers.
Right, but it's a conversation we need to have now
Absolutely.
before it's too late.
We need to be proactive.
So for someone listening who's like, okay, I'm thinking about getting a CCTV system.
Right.
What's the takeaway here?
I think the key is to be informed
Okay.
and choose wisely.
Right.
Don't just jump on the bandwagon because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah.
Think about your needs, your budget, your comfort level with technology.
So find the right system for you,
Exactly.
not just the one with the most bells and whistles.
The one that fits your life.
Right. And speaking of options,
Yeah.
we've been focusing on AI CCTV,
Mm-hmm.
and they seem to be doing a lot of things right.
They are.
But are there other companies out there pushing the boundaries in this space?
Absolutely. There are a lot of innovative companies in the home security market.
Okay.
Some might specialize in certain areas,
Like what?
like business security or
Yeah.
integration with smart home ecosystems.
Okay, so it's worth looking around.
Definitely do your research, compare features, pricing,
If
philosophy.
you don't put all your eggs in one basket.
That's right. Shop around, find the best fit for you.
Okay, but before we wrap up this whole CCTV conversation,
Sure.
I want to come back to that question about the future of AI. We talked about the potential benefits, but what about the potential downsides?
Right.
What should people be aware of as this technology keeps developing?
Well, one of the biggest concerns is data privacy.
Okay.
These systems collect a lot of information about our lives.
Yeah.
So it's really important to understand how that data is being handled.
Okay.
How's it being stored?
Mm-hmm.
Who has access to it?
Right.
What security measures are in place to prevent breaches?
Yeah. You don't want your footage ending up on the dark web.
Exactly. So these are all things you should be thinking about before you install any system.
Yeah. It really is like that classic comic book problem, right?
It is.
Great power, great responsibility.
Exactly.
So how do we make sure we're using this tech responsibly?
Well, that's where being an informed consumer comes in.
Okay.
Don't just blindly trust any company with your data.
Right.
Do your research. Look into their policies.
Rope.
How do they handle your footage? Who has access to it?
Yeah.
What security measures do they have in place?
Right.
These are all questions you should be asking before you even think about installing a system.
So it's not just about comparing, features and
No,
ratings.
it's about understanding the implications of this technology.
Inviting it into my home.
Exactly.
Okay.
And beyond data privacy, there's also the question of control.
Okay.
As these systems become more autonomous,
Right.
we need to think about how much decision-making power we're giving to algorithms.
Okay. So we don't want them to be making all the choices for us.
That's right. We want them to enhance our safety, not dictate it.
So it's a bit of a tightrope walk.
It is.
Finding that balance.
It's a balancing act, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's one that's going to require, ongoing conversation and adjustments as the technology keeps evolving.
We need to keep talking about it.
We do.
Okay. But I think the takeaway here is that AI has this incredible potential.
It does. But you got to
But
be careful.
we need to approach it with a critical eye.
Asks the tough questions. Demand transparency from these companies.
So it's not just set it and forget it anymore.
That's right. It's about staying engaged, staying informed,
Okay.
and maybe even a little bit skeptical.
A healthy dose of skepticism.
Exactly.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We went from, the basics of CCTV
Yeah.
all the way to, the big picture.
The future of AI.
Yeah. The future of AI and home security.
It's been a great discussion.
It has been, and hopefully everyone listening has a better understanding now.
I hope so.
Not just of what CCTV is,
Mm-hmm.
but how to choose a system.
Right. The why.
Yeah, that aligns with their needs.
Their values.
Exactly.
It's about making informed choices.
And this is just the start of the conversation.
It is.
As AI keeps getting better,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to have to keep revisiting this.
Absolutely. This is an ongoing discussion.
So stay curious, stay informed.
Choose wisely.
And on that note, we'll wrap up our deep dive into the world of CCTV. Thanks for joining us.